and we are on week 2. Um, it's been a week. That's all I have to say. It's been a week. I've been working. I wrote it down. 56 hours across 7 days. Absolutely insane. I regretted that halfway through. Then I saw my payslip and I was like, actually, that was not that bad. I don't regret that. But it was just too much. Um, I, on top of working every single day, 10 to 11 hours, I was also spending 1 hour a day or more painting, filming, editing it, publishing on TikTok, and then publishing it on Instagram a day later. So it's just been a lot. And then to top it all off, I finished the week by doing 38 kilometers on Sunday. So all things considered, it's Monday, so I'm a little bit late on posting this, but all things considered, I'm not sore. So that's a really good sign that my body can take the ultra marathon. We'll see about that, but I think I'll be fine. So for this week, the main goal has been to identify my limiting beliefs, identify where I'm at now, and where do I want to go. Those have been like the two main things. As June started, turns out I was following this what's it called? I was following this newsletter by Sydney, it's called, and basically she had a delusional bootcamp guide thing. So I decided to get it because why not? And I'm slowly going through it. There's like different prompts and activities. So far, I haven't done the 1 week recap, but I am going to do that after this video. But one of the few things that have come up is there was one activity that I really enjoyed, which was making your delusional menu. And basically, you had to write down like an outfit or like an accessory that made you feel like the version of yourself that you want to become. And I've realized that for me, it's my blue suit with my high-heeled brown boots. Like I don't know why, whenever I think of like the me that has it, it's that. I don't know why. So yeah, that's the one thing in terms of outfits. Then there was one question that it kind of surprised me because it was asking what was the place where you feel the most expanded version of you. And I quickly realized for me, it's not a place, it's people. And there's two specific people. It's two of my friends. One is my friend Steph, one is my friend Jack. For very different reasons. My friend Jack is more so that whenever I interact with him or like I hang out with him, immediately after I have this feeling inside of me of like, yeah, let's take action. Let's go and do it. And even if it's not perfect, even if it's not good, it's like make it exist and then make it pretty. It almost feels like that. He also brings out a lot of shadow work within myself. And again, it's not when we're hanging out, it's usually the aftermath of hanging out, which is quite nice. But I really appreciate that. And then with my friend Steph, it's like we're always having this deep, sometimes we don't, but like these deep conversations, and there's a depth and enlightenment to those conversations that it kind of sheds light to areas that otherwise I wouldn't be looking at. And yeah, I don't know, they always feel very rewarding and really nice conversations. And it's almost as if it was a lighthouse in the middle of the night. Just, I don't know, it feels like that. So for me, I realized it's these two people that make me feel connected to the version of me that I want to become. And I don't know how to explain it, but it's them too. So yeah. And then the other thing that I had to write down was to pick an object that would represent the version of me that I want to become and the version of me that has it all. And somehow, I like immediately the only thing that I could think of was my computer keyboard, because I have this vision of the kind of studio office space that I want to have for my work, and like this keyboard is like pivotal to how everything else is built around it. Like I love industrial style, I love converted warehouses, so that's kind of my dream, to have an office or like a studio space within that. So exposed brick and dark wood, but like a lot of sunlight. So yeah, there is one warehouse that's like my dream flat. It's triple my current rent. So I don't think so at this point in time. But yeah, I don't know, like that would be the dream. And I know life is always like weird, so maybe by the time I make it to the point that I could afford it, maybe I'm somewhere else and I'm like, actually, I'm fine without it. But the dream for my studio office is that, like, have exposed brick, a lot of sunlight, so probably south facing, and yeah, dark wood, mustard yellow sofa. I think that would be so nice. Anyway, so yeah, that's been this week in terms of limiting beliefs and all of that. There's been a lot of them that I am very aware of them. I've always been, well, by I've always been, I mean in the last 2-3 years that I've been working on them. And it's almost as if like I've been chipping away at it, and there's still something else, and like I can't fully let go. And there's aspects of my body, because my body has been quite tense, and I do believe very strongly in somatics and psychosomatic you know, experiences from whatever you're feeling. And my heels have been locking up the last few days, and I just feel like, yeah, my body is hitting the brakes, because somatically it's almost like it doesn't want me to move forward. So that's what I've been struggling with. Like I've been having these moments where I'm like, I'm underserving, I'm not enough, I'm gonna mess up. Like certain memories have resurfaced where, as I was doing these exercises with limiting beliefs, like where did they come from? Most of them came from my mother, but one specific one came from a very torture-like experience with a cousin when I was like between 6 and 8 years old. And it's like, how is that still there? Like I've gone through therapy and I did EMDR, and I've worked through this many times, and I've, like, even thinking about it, like my heart is racing. And now I've processed this specific memory so many times, and I will have to say, like, it's not essay. So yeah, like I've worked through that memory on so many occasions since I remembered, and it's still implanted there. And every now and then, that little subconscious creeps in and is like, you're disgusting, and you're so ugly, and nobody will want to be with you. And there's that, and then there's my mom of like, you're undeserving, and oh, you know, it's only 1 in a million, and you're never gonna be that 1 in a million, and anyway, and constant belittlement and making me feel small, and that I'm just not enough, no matter what I do, no matter how much I excelled, no matter how many good grades I had. It was like, you know, like the expected was for me to be great, and so that was never, what's it called, celebrated. Whereas the moment I made a mistake, I was just constantly called out and tear down, and just reminded how many times I've messed up and done something wrong. And so those things keep popping up. And especially after this week, where it was a really good week, it was very busy, but then not, you know, yesterday night and even this morning, I was just like, I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna fuck up and I'm gonna go back to square zero. And just my biggest fear is that I feel so bad I have to move back to Spain. And like, that's something that I absolutely refuse, because Spain was never home for me, even though I grew up there. And it's just, I've had nightmares with that. And anyway, so like, those things keep creeping up, and I can clearly tell this is affecting me right now. So I still need to work on this. But those are the limiting beliefs that are holding me back. And it's the fact that I cannot show up, that I am not enough, that I don't deserve good things just because I exist, and that I have to work myself so much to the ground, and I have to give so much of myself on every single thing just so that I can deserve just a little ounce of something good, which is not a great belief to have. And when you're trying to expand and just be fully in control of everything that you are, it's this one is definitely going to be coming in and being a hard one. Those are the things that have come up so far, and I think that's a good first step to figure out where I'm going. I'm gonna continue on that. I think this is the first month where I can put all of my focus onto that kind of development and work through personal work. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that for today. Anyway, see you next week.